Hi everyone, welcome back to Coronal Blossom, Volume 2, Episode 4. So, in the last episode, Lily was served her punishment from Shino for the fireworks and the drink in Volume 1. So 1, Lily had to go to every house and apologize, and 2, Lily had to do community service. And for most of episode 3, Lily was complaining about all the hard work that she has to do. She was calling Shino a devil. And when Lily saw that Shino only paid 10 yen to Arne for her part of the work, Lily was like, Shino's a devil. She really is quite evil. So in a sense, Lily does not understand hard labor because, well, she's a space pirate and she makes her money by robbing other people's treasures. And every time Lily robs something, it's probably worth a lot. So now that this is all over, so it's now a few days later, let's see what happens next. So it looks like Keiji, Kumiko, Shino, and Arne are gonna help Lily find her sister Lala. So Lily misses her sister. Okay. So after wrapping up my morning duties, I head over to the library for the afternoon since I have some time on my hands. Well, needless to say, I'm going to look for information on how to return Arne to space. And for a few hours later, I find myself staring at the ocean, having reached a conclusion of sorts. So despite all of the research I did, my conclusion is very simple. Trying to get to space by yourself is about as likely as winning the lottery while being struck by lightning. It's exactly as I feared. And I've come to over here because I'm at a total loss as to what to do. Well, maybe I should just swallow my pride and ask those aliens for help. So the big problem is that, well, in order to launch something into space, it takes a lot of money and research and development. So you have to design a spaceship or rocket that's able to successfully send someone into outer space and back. And given the amount of money that Shino, Kumiko, and Keiji have, it's quite tiny. So anyways, so that's how I ended up at the maid cafe where they work. But then, uh-oh. Yeah, hi, huh? And when I look up to see those familiar voices are coming from. Wait, K-kun? Wait, Shino-san? Wait, and Kumiko? So, what are you two girls doing here? No, I haven't heard a thing. And why are you two working here? So it's hard to explain. Well, I think the problem is that, well, Shino's okay showing herself in this maid outfit for regular customers, just not Keiji. And I feel that Shino could look for a larger size if the skirt's too short.
そうですか？これぐらい普通ですって。むしろそうやってスカートを裂いてる方が男にとってはやらしい感じになっちゃいますよ。
And I'm sure the act of you trying to pull your skirt down, that's quite attractive to other people.
そうなの？やめた方がいい？
So it might be worse. Well, what a cruel question. Of course, I want to see Shino-san acting all embarrassed, but then I wouldn't know where to look, and it'd really do me a favor if she cover up a bit more. Well, I'm sure it's more likely gonna hurt Shino more, and well, having Shino always embarrassed is not a good thing. Oh well, sorry, I don't know much about that kind of stuff.
そうだよね。メイド服のスカートの丈なんて専門外だよね。っていうか、そんなの専門家なんていないだろうけど。
Well, if you remember from Volume 1, Shino and Keiji are not experts at this maid uniform thing. But maybe Kumiko can give some advice, because she's seen it before and she was the one who first introduced Keiji and Shino about this. Yeah, but I do think it looks good on you, Shino-san, so you should act more confident.
ほう。例えばどの辺が似合ってると思うわけ？いや、クミコや、何を聞いて。そんなの、ケイ君困っちゃうよ。
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can answer in detail, but the shape of that dress does suit you. I think it looks good. It's perfect, and you should wear it more often.
ああ、シノさんテンパりすぎて息切れした犬みたいになっちゃったじゃない。
Oops, I guess I gave her just a bit too much praise. Okay, so why are you two here then? Well, I don't see Lily or the other pirates anywhere.
ああ、そう、それ、リリちゃんたち今、いつものボランティア中なの。それで、船長たちが戻ってくるまで、私たちが代わりに手伝ってるわけ。
Okay, so Shino's having Lily and Yunie do more community service. So in a sense, their punishment is not over yet. Oh, so that's it. Well, I remember she said something about you owing her. Is that what this is about?
そうそう。だから、そんなにまじまじと見ないで。と言っても、常駐してるのはシノさんだけで、私は時間が空いてるときオンリーのヘルプ要員なの。私はリリちゃんたちの面倒を見ると言った手前いいんだけど、クミコちゃんは別に手伝わなくてもよかったのに。だから言ってんじゃないですか。メイドさんって一度やってみたかったんですよね。どうケイジ、念願のメイド服だぞ。うん？
So anyways, how do I look? Well, when did you ever say that? But yeah, I think it looks good on you too, Kumiko.
おお。そうか。刑事のことだからてっきりつなぎよりはいいとかひどいこと言うかと思ってたから、アイスコーヒーをおごってあげよう。
Well, I was hoping for a better response. So, iced coffee. Well, I'm not super delighted about this for some reason.
じゃあ持ってくるから、シノさんはお坊ちゃまのお相手をお願いします。あ、クミコちゃん、ちょっと。もう勝手に。
So, for some reason, this reminds me of what happened in Love Comedy Divinity stage. So, if you remember in the beginning, when the main character Yamato walks into a goddess cafe, he sees some goddess that's barely dressed, and she was asking what he wanted, and Yamato was like, I just want iced coffee. And then the goddess is like, well, it's kind of a waste that you come here just for iced coffee. So how about you try something that's a bit more exquisite? And that goddess is actually, if I remember correctly, it was Kagura. So I wonder what Kumiko would have given Keiji if he gave her an even better praise than, yeah, it looks good on you. So anyways, Shino-san, what is this young master thing? Don't you normally just say master?
そうみたいなんだけど、なんか冗談でもご主人様とか言うのなんか抵抗があって、それで私だけ代わりにお坊ちゃま、お嬢様で行こうってなって。
So it looks like Shino's afraid of using the usual term Goshijin-sama. So like, okay, I'm using other phrases. I see. And that's very like you somehow.
何よ、もう何か頼むなら頼んでね。
Alright, so what should I order? And I open the menu to take a look. So if I come here whenever Lily and the others are out, I'll get to see you in a maid uniform.
またそういうこと言う。それに会えるって言ってもリリちゃんたちのボランティアが終わるまでだよ。
For limited time only, huh?
そうそう。だからいつまでもこの格好をしてるわけじゃないんだよ。
Well, it seems like a waste. Well, Lily and the others can't work here until their community service is over. Why didn't they just close the cafe?
ああ、それはリリちゃんたちも考えてたみたい。でも私が止めたの。
So why do you do that? So do you want to wear a maid uniform that badly?
そうそう、ずっと憧れてたんだよね。このフリフリな感じが可愛くって。って違うのはケイ君が一番よく知ってるよね。
Oh, so you play along. You never usually do this.
もうそうじゃなくて、このお店がリリちゃんたちのまともな収入源だからだよ。
Okay, so that's more convincing. There you go. So they're planning to sell Arne and use the money to return to their planet. So they've been keeping this place going the whole time just so that they can return home.
そう言ってたよ。で、結局そのあてもなくなっちゃったわけじゃない？コブンちゃんたちの電気代も稼がなくちゃいけないし、でもボランティアを先延ばしにもできないし。
So apparently Lily's underlings, they're all robots and they need to be charged, and it takes a lot of electricity to do so. And Lily has to pay for the energy bills for all those. And I wonder how many underlings Lily has. And that's where he stepped in.
そんな目で見ないでよ。自分でもちょっと甘やかしすぎかなと思う部分があるよ。でも。
And I wonder how popular this maid cafe is. So if it's not getting a lot of customers, then it's not going to be making that much money. And, well, first they should fix that drink from Volume 1, so the homemade golden shower, which dispenses questionable yellow drink. Well, I bet you're thinking, well, they must be feeling lonely, having come from outer space with nobody to depend on, right?
わかっちゃいますか。
Of course. Shino's very sensitive to other people's loneliness and unease. Also, Shino-san. But that's just part of who she is.
おせっかいすぎるよね。いかにも本気せがましいかな。
Well, sounds like it. Actually, they could probably use a little condescension, considering Lily's personality. I'm sure they'll pay you back later if you keep doing them favors. It's like, well, Lily's still getting used to this place. That's why she's getting upset, because it's not what she usually goes by. So, the hard labor from episode 3. But I'm sure eventually Lily will understand and she'll be thankful for Shino teaching them. Oh, I'm nothing. Just wondering what to order. Well, Shino-san, can you say that again? Just make it more maid-like. So how's it going to be more maid-like? Or how will Shino say it? Okay. It's just, more embarrassing than I thought it'd be. Have to a close friend talk to me like this. Well, you didn't have to bring it up. Okay, so we see Kumiko and she's back into her regular clothes. So okay, here's your iced coffee. Oh sure, sorry. So wait, were you waiting? So I see you two getting close, and it's quite interesting, and it's bad if I interrupt you, too. That's not true. Yeah, just some slightly embarrassing banter, cause we're kind of outside of our comfort zone. Hey Kumiko, so you already changed back? Well, you said that I look ordinary, I look okay. So, in a sense, I don't look good in that, and I kind of feel upset about it. Oh, so it gets busy around 3? So they're all slacking off. Well, this place is just far enough away from the shopping district to get away from that. So I smile wanly and take a sip of my iced coffee when I like being praised. And I think underling means like, me too, me want to be praised by Shino-san as well, or Shino-tan as well. There you go. Well, I want some more praises too. They become attached to you, Shino-san. Well, one, Shino's friendly, she's sweet, and maybe she's attractive in the maid outfit.
私って機械との相性悪いから個人的にはすごく嬉しいんだけどね。
And don't forget that these two robots, they have a personality.
不思議じゃない。シノタンはどこぞの親分と違って俺たちの扱いがいい。
Oh, okay, so Lily treats the underling robots cruel, and I didn't remember in Volume 1 where Lily got so mad that she kicked one of the underling robots away.
そうだそうだ、いっそのことシノタンが俺たちの親分だったらいいのに。というわけでシノタン、俺たちの親分にならない。今ならいろいろ特典がつくよ。いやー、冗談はその辺にしておこうね。冗談じゃない。シノタンこそ我々の真の親分。それに比べれば今の親分はみそかすもいいところ。そうだそうだのみそかす。イエスシノタン、シノタン、シノタン。
よー、そのみそかす様のおかえりだ。
Uh-oh. So, while the underling robots were praising Shino, it's like, well, you're nice, you're friendly, and our master treats us poorly. It looks like Lily heard everything. It's like, okay, so your master's bad or she's back.
あ、リリ様、いつの間に。
Uh-oh. So I hope our master doesn't give us another beating for insulting her.
終わった。楽園が消える。
よー、主人がいない間によくもまあ好き勝手言ってくれたもんだな。
Okay.
覚悟はできてんだろうな。
Time for me to give you your punishment for insulting your master.
それは逃げろー。
おい、こら待てー。てめえら一回分解して誰がご主人様か一から教え込んでやる。
ひー、親分許してー。
こら待てや、このクソ子分ども。
あれでは子分たちがシノ様を選ぶのも仕方ありませんね。
Wait, Yunie-san?
アルネもいる。
Oh, Arne, good job today. Are you done with today's commute service?
ええ、おかげさまで滞りなくアルネも手伝ってくれましたし、大変助かりました。働いた。シノ、おだちん。
So will Shino pay Arne more today instead of 10 yen?
えらいえらい。じゃあ後であげるね。シノ様、クミコ様、店番ありがとうございました。
Well, anyways, thank you for looking after our cafe.
これぐらいどうってことないよ。
Okay?
そうそう、たまにはこういうのも悪くないしね。そう言っていただけると助かります。ではささやかながらお礼も兼ねて3時のおやつタイムとしますか。はーい、やったー。いつもありがとう。ここのは生クリームが美味しいからすっごく楽しみなんだよね。
Oh, I see what's going on. Well, the reason Shino's-san's able to put up with all that embarrassment is because she gets a dessert for her troubles. And Yunie-san knows what she's doing.
リリー様、子分たちを追いかけ回すのを終えて食事にしましょう。お腹が満たされればおおらかなリリ様のことです。子分たちのざれ言などどうでもよくなることでしょう。
Well, I wonder if Lily will hear Yunie.
おうそうか。じゃあそうすか。
Okay, so I'll call off for now.
ちょろい。
That was easy. So if I bribe Lily-sama with food, then she'll stop.
あ、なんか言ったか？
And he's like, wait, I heard something.
いえ、すぐに用意いたしますので、お席でお待ちください。
Well, just have a seat.
そういえば今日お客さんが言ってたんだけど、このお店って前より繁盛してるの？
So Kumiko asks this as she gobbles up her cake. It's her 3 o'clock snack for the day.
ああ、そうだっけ？最近けじめ案件の方にかかりきりで、いまいち把握してないんだけども。ユニ？
Well, I don't really know because I've been too busy with other things.
そうですね。事件前より平均して繁盛していると言えるでしょう。良くも悪くもボランティア活動が一役買っているのかと。
So things like, well, now that we have Shino on board, it's brought in more customers.
そういえばお客さんも何人かが言ってたよ。街で頑張ってる姿を見てやってきたって。
Oh, so our townspeople are very happy seeing you two do community service, so they want to give their thanks by coming to your cafe.
あるねもボランティア中によく店の場所聞かれる。だからチラシ渡してる。
I see. Good job.
この喫茶店ももともとはうちの食堂だったんだ。続けてもせいぜい帰る当てができるまでだからな。せいぜい今のうちに堪能しておけってんだ。
So, well, once we get enough money, we'll close this place down and depart.
へえ、この喫茶店って元は宇宙船の食堂だったんだ。ええ、見た目がちょっと変わった近未来 SF っぽいメイド喫茶ということで、遠くからいらっしゃる方もいるようで何よりです。
So we were trying to think of ways to make it stand out. So all futuristic, maybe with neon lights, some crazy shaped furniture chairs, and lots of circles, and I don't know what else.
なんかユニーはすっかりこの星に馴染んじまったというか、海賊らしさはどうしたんだよ。
Maybe lots of blue and orange theme, or maybe some purple as well.
毎日やりくりして船の維持とミニオンの修理を行っているのは誰だと思ってるんですか？
へえへえ、こうして繁盛して無事に遭難生活を行えるのもユニー様々があってのことですってな。
ご理解いただけたようで何よりです。でもリリたちほんとすっかり街に馴染んだよね。
つうかよ、ここのやつらはどんだけ平和ボケしてんだよ。あの花火大会で散々海賊として暴れたってのに御用聞きで許すなんてよ。
そもそもニャーニャーの薬でみんな覚えてない。
So during that event, probably people were getting poisoned by the Meow Meow drug and they don't know what's going on.
そうですね。ニャーニャー剤は二日酔いのような症状が出ますからね。大方飲みすぎたと思う人が多いのでしょう。
Well, that's not good. So it's kind of like alcohol. It made them drunk.
それに子供がちょっと大きなやらかしをしちゃうのもたまにあることだしね。今
Well,
回もみんな花火に興味が出て変なスイッチを押したとか、それぐらいで考えてるみたい。
well, then again, it's like, well, people do make mistakes, and Lily and Yunie did admit their mistake, and in return, people should forgive them.
なんだそれ、あんなのがたまにあるってどういう街だよ。
山火事とか給水タンクが壊れたりとか、電線が切れて一帯が停電したりとか。日常茶飯事ということですか。
So does this happen all the time?
刑事、そ その反応。もしかしてどれか心当たりがあるの？
So I think Keiji's thinking about the time when he first met Arne. So the fire and the somewhat meteor-like thing crashing into an abandoned warehouse. Hey Arne, so your parfait's going to melt if you don't eat it soon. So here, say ah. Or more like Keiji's trying to change the topic.
でもよ、姉ちゃんはいいのか？家業もあるだろうに、うちを手伝ってさ。
平気平気。うちはお父さんがいるし、ちゃんとここで働いた分はお給料もらってるしね。
Well, I'm sure on usual days, so Shino's dad runs a public bath, and I'm sure there are days when there aren't many customers, so it's okay if Shino's not working on her father's public bath business. Oh, so you're paying them?
当たり前です。シノ様はヘルプとはいえ、あくまでアルバイトの範疇ですので。と言ってもこちらの経済事情もあるので気持ち程度ですが。
Well, we have to be thankful for her keeping this place open.
そんな十分だよ。で、そうだ。今日は夕方過ぎから店じまいにしない？うちでリリちゃんたちの歓迎会をしたいと思うの。それではただいまよりリリちゃんたちの歓迎会を行いたいと思います。リリちゃん、ユニちゃん、コブンちゃんたち、ようこそ地球へ。
Okay, so now in Shino's place. And I wonder if Shino knows how to run Lily and Yunie's cafe. So if you remember from episode 3, Shino was serving as the cashier for the grocer. And when Keiji wanted to help in as well, it's like, well, you've been at that cash register for a long time, so maybe it's time for you to take a rest. She was like, well, Keiji or Keikun, do you know the difference between a good vegetable or a bad vegetable? And when Keiji's like, well, I don't know. Shino's like, well, it's better if you focus on this instead. So let me take care of the grocer's business. And also, if Shino's concerned about her maid uniform being too small, she could always look for a bigger size. And it's quite interesting given that also in Volume 1, when Shino, Kumiko, and Keiji first visited the cafe, Shino was bought in by the, oh, so the maid uniform looks really cute, and I want it so badly. And, well, it's kind of confusing in short. But anyways, let's focus on this. Everyone glances at each other, except for Shino, who's got her glass raised. So I don't think Yunie or Lily understands the tradition of, like, crashing glasses together.
いや、この星に来てからもう結構経つからな。今さらようこそと言われてもという感じで。
So we've been here for quite a while, so it's not really new anymore. The idea of us entering Earth.
そっか。いつ頃来たんだっけ？私たちはアルネの反応を追ってこの星に来たので、もう一月以上前ですね。
Wow, so it's already been that long since Arne arrived here? Well, time really flies. And thinking back, a lot has happened in that time.
あ、そういう意味じゃアルネンの歓迎会も兼ねてるわけだ。確かアルネンの歓迎会ってしてないよね。 うん、記憶にない。あの頃は必死だったからね。そんなのを考える余裕全然なかったよ。
Well, the thing back then was that Arne was pretty much a blank slate, so she didn't know what to say, what to speak, and can't remember anything. And it took a while for Keiji, Shino, and Kumiko to help Arne bring her memory up.
ということは、乾杯の温度は宇宙人さんたちいらっしゃいでいいのかな。で、間抜けか。
Well, wouldn't a simple welcome to, let's see, Hama Town work as well?
おお、そうだね。いいと思うよ。それじゃあ改めまして、みんなハンマ町にようこそ。そしてこれからもよろしくお願いします。乾杯。
Well, then again, Arne has been in Hama Town for a while,
乾杯。
but they'll take it. And so we finally had a long overdue welcome party for those visitors from a distant star.
ユニちゃんの作ったクリームパスタおいしい。メイド喫茶で出してるのもユニちゃんのレシピなんだっけ？ええ、私がサンプルを作って子分たちにプログラムしてほぼ誤差の範囲で収まるレベルで再現しています。
Okay.
料理上手なんだね。ほら、ケイ君も食べてみ。
Okay, so Keiji enjoys being fed by Shino. So I bite down on the spoonful of pasta that Shino-san offers me and savor its taste. Yeah, it's great. Well, the pasta at the cafe is great too, but it just feels different when it's made by the person who actually came up with the recipe. And I'm sure it's fresh here compared to at the cafe.
でしょ？まろやかというか、後味がしつこくないのが私好みだよ。恐れ入ります。日々料理のできないリリ様の尻拭い。もとい、料理の研鑽を積んできた甲斐がありました。
Wait, so what is Yunie trying to say? Oh, I figured that Lily isn't the domestic type. I'm sure that's obvious by now.
やっぱりとはなんだ、やっぱりとは。
So until a moment ago, Lily was chowing down on Kumiko and Shino's home cooking for her life depend on it. Only when her name is mentioned does she start paying attention to the conversation.
私は海賊の船長だぞ。しかもあの誉れ高いニャゴヤコーチ2世の。それが台所に立ったり洗濯物をしたりするはずないだろう。
Okay, so that explains why Lily got upset a lot in episode 3. So it's like, well, I'm like Queen, and Queen gives orders. That's right. If you had to do your own laundry, you wouldn't be spilling that meat sauce all over your clothes like an idiot.
うっせえな。飯をちまちま食って何がうまいんだよ。そんな耳っちい海賊の船長がいるかってんだ。
Well, I want to eat like a pirate, so if I eat like a little princess, so a little bite size, that makes me look like a weak person. So I want to eat like a monster.
ええ、リリ様は海賊船の長であります。その名の通り、大しく力強く、ひとたびキッチンに立てば、すべてを消し積みへと変えてしまうのです。
So I'm sure if you get upset enough, you're gonna start breaking things. And it's like, well, I'm not worried because the underlings will have to clean up for me.
つまり、真っ黒に焦がしちゃうってわけだ。
Oh, so she burns food as well.
うっせえな。ちまちま焼くのなんざ面倒なんだよ。
だからといって 光線銃で一撃というのもいかがなものかと思いますが。
Well, that's not cooking food. That's more like destroying it.
まだそれを言うか。もう5年以上前のことだろ。つーか、飯なんて携帯食とかお菓子で十分十分。
And that's not a healthy diet for Lily.
そう言って平時に非常食まで食べ尽くして、後で本当に必要になった時に泣きを見たのは誰ですか？
And of course, you were never full, so you kept eating them. And then, when you were out, you came whining to me about it.
液体携帯食祭りでリリ様もユニタンも自慢の父が痩せたって嘆いてた。
Well, that's not a comment that Lily wants to hear.
痩せてその大きさなの？いえ、今は標準に戻してあります。胸はニャンコニアにとって一番の神秘どころですので、ケアは欠かしておりません。そういえばそんなこと言ってたね。ねえねえ、じゃあ今度教えてよ。私もケアしなきゃと思ってるの。あなた、ミニョンを壊そうとしましたよね。しかも、あの起爆装置もハッタリだったそうじゃないですか。まだ根に持ってるの？っていうか、あの時はお互い立場ってものがさ。
Well, I'm sure it's gonna take a long time to rebuild that trust. So, Lily, Kumiko made it sound very threatening and scary.
ねえねえ、ユニちゃん、将来垂れなくなる方法って知ってる？
And I'm sure if they did find out about the truth earlier, it's like, well, we could just went ahead and completed the mission and not have to go through all this. So take Arnie away and sell it for money. So now she's like, well,
仕方ありませんね。シノ様の頼みであれば断ることはできません。後でお教えしましょう。
okay, so like, well, while Kumiko wishes that she had a bigger bust, she was like, well, mine's too big and is there a way to...
本当？ありがとう。絶対だからね。
もちろんです。ついでにクミコも見てあげましょう。なんで私だけあだ名？いや、なんとなく理由はわかるけどさ。
So maybe it's because the Nyanko people, they have trouble between K and G, so even Arne had trouble pronouncing Kumiko's name. Arne calls Kumiko Gumi.
まあ父は女のステータスだ。あればあるほど女の価値が上がるってもんよ。大事にするのはいいことだ。
Arne? I speak to Arne, who is quietly eating some potato salad next to me. Wait. So this conversation has nothing to do with us, right? I don't think Arne was listening to anything at all. So Arne tilts her head to one side, looking confused before grabbing my hand. Wait, what? Wait, my hand lands on her chest with a sad, hollow sound. So what are you doing?
アルネの胸、残念。胸じゃない？
Uh-oh. So Arne did hear. She's just trying to act innocent. And then when Keiji brought it up, it kind of pushed Arne to ask Keiji. Wait, no. Let go of my hand. And I can't pull away. She's ridiculously strong. She's metal.
ねえ、ケイ君、何してるのかな？
And for some reason, this is enough to make Shino jealous. Shino-san, you can tell by just looking, right? Well, it's Arne, and she turned her hand to metal, so I can't move mine away.
あるね、価値ない？
So, according to Lily, she says that having a nice bust means that you're valuable and you're successful. And for Arne, well, I'm flat, so is Arne not valuable? No, that's not true. That's not true at all.
うわ、刑事。
No, wait. I was talking about Arne's worth as a person. I wasn't referring to her chest size.
いや、それは分かってるけど、絵面がもう、なんていうか、終わってるじゃない？
確かに、貧相な胸を揉みながら、君は無価値なんかじゃないとか叫んでいる危ない男性ですね。通報しますか？
Well, context. Is important, so don't, let's see, twist the facts out of spite. And Arne, let go of my hand already. Shino-san's going to, Well, as Shino-san's eerie snicker, Arne lets go of my hand. I'm surprised to learn that even aliens experience fear. Or maybe she's just sensing mine, or whatever.
なんだ金属娘、父がないことを気にしてるのか？あんたなら自由自在に変形できるだろうに。
That's true.
刑事、おっぱいなくてもいいって言ってくれたし。
刑事とリンクしてるアルネンが言うということは、やはりギルティー。
ケイ君、やっぱりアルネちゃんのこの姿が理想のタイプなんだ。ねえ、やっぱりそうだったの？私に嘘ついてたのかな？お姉ちゃん悲しいよ。
Wait, you're wrong, really.
お前、父のない女に浴場するなんて、ド変態だな。
Wait, don't judge me by the standards of your planet. It's extra confusing. And after that, things finally calmed down, but... Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop here for this episode. So, while Kumiko wishes that she had a bigger bust because it makes her look more attractive compared to other people, Shino, on the other hand, wishes that she's smaller because she has a complex about her being overweight. And Lily and Yunie had to make it worse by saying, well, in my kingdom, the Nyan something, the bigger your bust, the more valuable you are. And that got all the girls thinking who Keiji thinks is the most valuable. And for Arne, so Arne is really flat. She's kind of worried, and she gets so close to Keiji that it makes Shino angry and jealous. So also, in this episode, we can see why Lily has trouble understanding hard labor, hard work. And it's because in her homeland, so she's the captain of the Chamonix clan. It's like, well, I'm the leader and I give orders to my servants / underlings about what to do. And I'm sure Lily abuses her underlings. So, number one, Lily is quite sloppy. So, the underlings have to do lots of laundry and clean up after her. And number two, so Lily is prone to anger, and when she's mad, she beats up the underlings. And the underlings, despite being robots, don't like working for Lily, and they wish Shino was their master instead because, well, Shino is smiling, she's kind and sweet, and at a minimum, Shino understands the feelings of the underling robots. So despite Lily being the master or the captain, she needs to work on her master and servant relationship. So stop being angry and giving orders, and at least be considerate of her underlings. So now that the welcome party has come to an end, I wonder what's going to happen next. So that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode.